Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Sam.
And we're Envy Board Gaming. And today we're going to be doing, I think it's Tabletop Tag 20 Questions.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But it's like 20 Questions Gamers Edition, right? And we were asked to do this by Coopple of Nerds. So they said they'd like to see us do it. So we're going to do our answers to the questions, and then Nick and Vic are going to do their answers for the 20 questions. So yeah, so we'll all participate in this. So it'll be fun.
Yeah. I think it's a fun idea.
So we will jump right in, and I can't remember all the questions, so we'll see what we come up with.
All right, number 1. So the first question is name, age, location.
All right, name, age, location. Well, I just introduced myself, so I'm Andrew.
And I'm Sam.
Right. And I am 31. I'll be 32 this December, so 31 as of right now.
And I am 32 years old.
Cradle robber.
Only 6 months older.
That's true.
I just turned 32 in June.
Yeah, and we just moved, so we are still in. Well, we've always been in Northwest Indiana, so we were originally about an hour outside of Chicago. Now we're probably like an hour 20 hour something.
Just a little bit further south.
Yeah, a little bit further south. But still Northwest Indiana, so if you're familiar with like the Valparaiso area, Crown Point area, or around there. So
All right.
check. First question.
Next
Aced
question.
it.
Favorite childhood board game?
Favorite childhood board game. Do you know what yours is?
Honestly, I would say I really liked. Is Twister a board game? Would you consider that a board game?
I mean, sure. Why not? I don't know.
I always thought Twister was really
There's a
fun.
spinner, so kind of, sort of.
Yeah. There was also like that. It was like oh my gosh, it's super old, but it was like a pretty princess game, or it was some kind of princess game, and it was like there was like witches in it, and could turn people into frogs, and it had like a wand, and so you would it was one of those like interactive boards where you would like I know we talked about this in another video too, what got us into board games.
That's true, yeah.
I think, and I'm spacing on the name, but it had a wand, and it would be like ding, and it would talk to you and stuff.
Wow, interesting.
And Twister. I mean, I thought it was always fun.
Right. For me, I think it was. Oh, we didn't play a lot of games as kids, but maybe like Jenga. I remember playing Jenga. My mom would play checkers, maybe.
Checkers, yeah.
And they did always like Monopoly, but I never played. I always watched. I think I played with the pieces at some point. But one that I have thought of that has come back to memory has been Kerplunk. I remember playing Kerplunk.
Yeah.
I had the purple one with all the sticks and everything, and so that would be the. I don't know if it was really a favorite. We didn't really play a lot, but that was the ones that if we did play, that was it. Probably.
Yeah, we didn't play a lot either, growing up. But
I played dominoes with my dad. I remember doing that too.
Yeah, I remember. But Twister was one that I think we actually had, so we just thought played around on that.
Right.
All right, next question. When did you really get into the hobby?
So I think I was into actually hobby board gaming. I was first kind of got into it a little bit. I dabbled, and that would be in college at Indiana University, IU, where I learned about Catan, Dominion, King of Tokyo. So yeah, those were the main ones that I'd actually learned about and got into a little bit there.
Right.
So yeah, what about you?
When I met you.
Yeah?
Yeah, we met back in 2018. And I mean, honestly, I maybe played Cards Against Humanity, silly, party games like that. But I think I really started getting into board games when I started dating him. Because he was like, hey, I have this thing, and look at this closet of games. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. First game you purchased, do you still have it?
First game I purchased. So I talked about how I first got into the hobby in college, and I remember after playing Dominion, loving it, and I went out and bought base game and then Intrigue. But I don't have them anymore. I got rid of them. So, and actually not that long ago that I get rid of them. I donated them to Rhyme and Reason out in South Bend.
Yeah.
So yeah. Don't have them anymore. But it was Dominion.
Mine was Emotep, which
I think it's somewhere around here.
To the left.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, we still have it. We don't play it that often anymore, but yeah,
because you don't like it that much.
I'm not too much of a fan. I mean, I was super excited when I got it, but we won't get into that.
It's because she doesn't win.
That's not true, though. That's not. I like Egyptian games, so I was super pumped when I bought it, but then I was let down. All right. Any other hobbies?
Any other hobbies? So I have. Well, I play disc golf.
Yeah.
So yeah. I try to channel my inner Jamie Stonemeyer a little bit. So disc golf is one. Any other hobbies? I don't know. Disc golf is probably the big one. I don't know. What about you?
Me, I love to do crafts, DIY projects. I love to go for walks. Exercise is a big hobby for me. I've recently gotten into yoga finally because I'm pregnant and I kind of have to. I have to do stretches. Yeah. But yeah, I would say those are my big ones.
Yeah. I feel like I'm busy, so it's board games and disc golf when I can.
Yeah.
So.
Used to, well, you like DIY projects too.
Yeah, for a while. I haven't done a ton lately. Well, I mean, other than the furniture that we've been working on, but that's about it.
Right. All right, anyway. Next question.
Yes.
Breakthrough game.
Breakthrough game. So I talked about how I had gotten into board gaming hobby in college, but my big breakthrough when I kind of went a little overboard when it came to the board games, I think it was 5 Tribes. So that's when I discovered the Dice Tower and everything, and 5 Tribes, it was all in. I was like, this is amazing. Look at what it can do in the world of board games. And that was my boom kind of breakthrough into, I think that's what it means by breakthrough game.
Okay. I feel like for me, I really love, I would say Everdell was a good breakthrough game for me. And probably Isle of Cats too, because those were maybe the first 2 that I felt really excited to play.
Yeah,
would be those. I mean, any animal game, but yeah, probably those 2. All right, next question.
Yes.
What theme always draws you in?
Oh, well, we actually just did a top 10 of our favorite themes in board gaming. And my number 1 was Indiana Jones themed games, like that exploration, treasure hunting, trouncing through the jungle kind of stuff. So yeah, my number 1, if you want to hear more about our themes, go check out our top 10 theme video. But it would be that Indiana Jones kind of theme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would be probably anything with animals in it. I mean, I love the whole exploration, treasure hunting type stuff too. So it's kind of, but also Egyptian themed. So I feel like it'd be a tie probably between
What was your number 1? Do you remember in your list? Was it the pets or animals, dogs?
I want to say it was probably dogs or animals in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I would say I'm always looking for Egyptian themed or animal themed board games.
Yeah.
I'm always searching. So those would probably be the biggest 2. All right, next question. What is your favorite mechanism?
Favorite mechanism? You want me to keep going first?
Yeah.
All right. My favorite mechanism is probably 100% engine building. For me, I just feel so accomplished when I can take little bits and pieces and build something. Playing games like Res Arcana where I only have so many cards and I have to create this engine out of it that's going to build off of one another and generate points, or any of those games where I'm going to be building up, starting with essentially nothing and kind of building this efficient machine essentially. So yeah, my favorite mechanism would be engine building.
This one was tough for me because I think I have a tie, but probably worker placement. I do love tile placement too, but probably worker placement would still be number one for me. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's a mechanism you do not like or are not good at?
Mechanism I do not like. Well, there was one actually I kind of thought about today, because usually I was originally thinking dice chucker. And there's some exceptions to that, I like the idea of rolling dice, but I hate the idea of there being too much luck. So if a game doesn't have a lot of mitigation of that luck, then I am 100% not going to like that at all. But then I came across, or I got to thinking a little bit today, and there's another mechanism I can't say I don't really like, but if it's done to an extreme, I don't like it, and that's probably asymmetry. So like I'm not a big fan of the game Root because everybody plays so differently, and I'm usually the person that has to teach and learn all the rules and then trying to understand how they're doing their turn. Not that I need to like check the rules for every little thing to make sure we're doing it right, but when it's just so drastically different in asymmetry, I can't stand that. So I'm kind of in between those two.
Okay. Yeah, for me, it would be dice chucking too, because it's either you have really good luck or bad luck, or at least that's how I feel. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not really a fan of the dice chucking.
Yeah.
What's the newest game in your collection? Have you played it?
Newest game in the collection. Well, it's getting dropped off tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go. It's gonna be here tomorrow, so it'll be our newest game, and that's gonna be. And so no, we haven't played it, but that will be Jurassic World: Legacy of Isla Nublar, which has gotten a lot of kickback because of the Dice Tower review that's come out. So we're still gonna play it, I think,
We'll see.
and see what we think. I don't know. It'll be interesting because I don't know what to expect now.
Yeah.
I'll try not to let that review.
We'll still try it ourselves,
preset my
and
mind.
we'll see.
Yeah. We'll probably play that one, Nick and Vic, as well.
Yeah. All right. And obviously that's my newest game too, because we bought, it's
it's our
your
games.
Yeah, they're our games. That's your early birthday present though.
Right, that's true.
All right. What is your favorite player count?
Favorite player count, I think, has to be 3 or 4. 3 or 4 because in a lot of games, 2-player might not be very interactive with one another depending on the game, but I do like just having more people, so long as there's no like analysis paralysis kind of thing. But 3 or 4 I think is my sweet spot right there. Anything above that and the game might drag on a little too long or too much time in between turns. So yeah, my favorite player count I think is 3 or 4. 3 or 4.
Okay. Mine would be 4 players just because, I agree with you on like the player interaction. And some games you get to just do more with more players.
Experience more of the game.
Yeah, you get to experience it better. So I would say 4 for me.
Right. Although I will say, typically in like 2-player games, I feel like I score higher, so it's more of an an ego boost when we play 2.
Yeah, I'm more likely to win if we're playing with other people.
Oh, that's why you like. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I tend to score more when it's just 2 of us.
I know, because you have no other competition. Okay. Next question is, what is your board game pet peeve?
Board game pet peeve. So are we talking like things that games do that like annoy us? Or are we talking about like
I would
even
say
people that you're gaming with? Like things people do?
I guess it could be.
How about you go first? What's your biggest board game pet peeve?
Mine would have to be if the game is super long and I feel like it's not very enjoyable. For me, that's my pet peeve.
Okay.
Like, if it's a good game and it's long, that's okay. But if I feel like bored or just not, I don't know, it just doesn't
Just
feel
like a waste of
engaging.
time.
Yeah, that's like a pet peeve for me because I'm like, man, we could have been playing like other games that were
So like,
better.
but you love Twilight Imperium, right?
No, definitely not. No.
Okay. My biggest pet peeve in board games, I think, is either if I'm talking about the game itself, it's got to be bad rule books because I'm always the one that has to learn it and teach it to other people. Bad rule books and pain in the butt setup. You know, if it takes me longer to set up your game than it does to play it, then that's going to drive me nuts.
Right.
But if we're talking about like players around the table, I absolutely hate having phones. I hate phones being around the table because if somebody's on the phone, they're not paying attention or thinking about their turn, and then they're like, "Wait, what? What are we doing? Huh? And that's always kind of annoying to me. I'm like, "Put your phone away. You're here with friends. You're here with family. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Engage with one another."
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Next question: favorite player color.
You can go first because I already know.
That is purple all day, every day. And if someone else wants purple, I'll be polite and I'll let them have it. But if we're playing with our 5-year-old and he wants purple, I'm like, you need to share.
You need to share. I don't think Vic ever gets to be purple.
She does. If she truly wants to be purple.
Like, Samantha could have it.
She likes red, though.
I'm just messing. Well, don't tell them her answers.
That might not be her favorite, though.
I don't
you never know.
Me, I tend to stay, I don't know. Whenever there's a game that's like red, blue, yellow, green, whatever, those those typical colors, I like to play like a white or a black because I feel like my pieces will probably stick out a little bit more.
I was going to ask if I could guess, and I was going to say that black.
I don't know. Sometimes I just like to play the white or black. Maybe they're a little bit more boring, but I always feel like my pieces stick out on the board, so it's not like, oh, it blends in with the green board. I need to grab my green pieces, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll play like if there's a color that I don't typically see, I'll just go for that one.
Yeah, like a beige.
No, not beige. I don't want wood. Just wood.
He likes beige. All right. Do you like to read the rule book or watch a how to play video?
Well, you don't ever read the rule book, I don't think, right?
I do if I have to learn it, like, for other people, but mainly kids that I work with. I'm like, you don't know how to play, do you? Okay, well, you know.
So do you prefer to read the rule book or watch a how to play video?
How to play video, 100%.
Okay. I would tend to lean towards how to play video. However, there are some how to play videos that, like, learn to play this game in 7 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. And I watch it and I'm like, I still have no idea how to play the game. Mm-hmm. And so if it's a good how to play video, then that's fine. Yeah. But, you know, if I really want to know the rules, I got to get into the rule book.
Yeah.
So
even after you do watch a how to play
I do
video,
prefer the video.
Have to look at
I prefer the video so long as it's a good quality one out there.
Right. Okay. Favorite snack to eat while gaming?
So my favorite snack would be like a trail mix. I think that's a relatively, like a nice trail mix. Like not one that's going to have, you know, like dust all over your hands or whatever when you're playing with cards. Like maybe ones that have like M&Ms and like pretzels or whatever. Or maybe like the Chex that aren't super messy or whatever. Right. The chocolate ones might be okay as long as they're not melting in your hand. I don't know. That'd be my favorite.
It's like, that sounds good, like chocolate covered pretzels.
Yeah,
Chex we ate those at Nick and Vic's that one time while we were playing games.
What about yours?
You know, honestly, I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know how often I eat snacks while we're gaming, but I think blueberries or grapes, like those are a safe fruit to eat while you're playing games.
Encapsulated.
Yeah. They're not like all over your hands, sticky, like, you know. So probably blueberries or grapes.
Just make sure your hands don't get wet, you know. I don't know.
No, that's true. I know how you feel about your game board.
I've had horrible things happen to a couple of my games. I'm like, PTSD.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, have you been to a board game convention? If so, which ones?
Yeah. So, I've been to Gen Con. You have not been to Gen Con.
No.
But then we both have been to the Dice Tower Cruise. So we've done the Dice Tower Cruise. We did that this year. And so look forward to going back sometime. But yeah, those have been the ones that we have gone to. Really fun. Yeah. If you haven't been to a board game convention, go to at least one, you know. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. And I really like the Dice Tower Cruise too. And especially that being like my first convention, you know. Okay. Which unreleased game are you excited for?
Whew. You go first, because you go first.
Dog Park.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, although it is on the...
It should be here in a couple weeks. In a few weeks, I think it'll be here.
Yeah, so Dog Park is mine.
Dog Park. Right now, it's honestly anything that probably Lucky Duck comes out with. So, Dark Quarter, I'm super excited about. Divinus is probably my number one most, like, and granted, it's not going to be here till next August, but I can't even stop watching playthroughs and videos of it even now, and I backed it like over a year ago. But still, like, I'm so excited for that game.
Yeah.
I really am.
Anything they release has been awesome.
Yeah, Lucky Duck has been slam dunk for us.
Love them. All right. Favorite thing about board gaming?
Favorite thing about board gaming? I think that kind of goes back to my little pet peeve is that, like, I like that it's a chance to get away from the screens. I mean, some games have apps, but get away from the screens, interact with people. It brings people together from so many different backgrounds, you know, religious, like beliefs, like political views, whatever it is. No matter what your background is, board games can bring us all together and help build relationships, you know? Yeah. I think it's a great way to get to know new friends and new people, like, just because it's like, oh, I don't have to have forced conversation. We could sit down and we could play a game and I can learn just as much about people just by playing a game with them.
Right.
Then be like, hey, let's get coffee or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's my favorite thing is just how this one thing can bring so many people together.
I would agree with you. Like, I love the relationship building. I love, like, the social aspect of playing board games. And even just, I mean, like, even getting, like, a big group of people together and playing, like, I feel like it's so much fun and people are laughing and it's just, like, a great time. It's very interactive, and so I love that about board games. But I also, like, since I started working as a therapist and working with kids, like, I love to implement board games into therapy. Like, I had no idea how beneficial it was until I started doing it, and just, like, the skills that they can build just by playing a game. And even, like, building a rapport with them is, like, awesome. So I feel like board games are just so... I mean, there's just so many uses for them.
Yeah, and they're super educational, even with our 5-year-old. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, it's been great for him, too.
Right, exactly. All right. Open and punch right away or wait until you play?
Oh, I 100%. As soon as that thing gets here, I am opening it and punching it out, doing an unboxing video as soon as I can. I want to organize it so it's ready to go, and then I'll go and learn it.
Even I feel like that's like soothing for you.
It is. It's very it's like very therapeutic. You take the plastic off, you open the box, it's got that new board game smell. Like, you can't. It's a priceless moment. Well, actually, there's a price, but
it's funny because you'll be like, even if we say when we were getting them like shipped to my mom's house, like we'd pick them up and you'd be in the car like punching out the pieces because you just couldn't wait until we got home.
That's true.
For me, I would wait until we play. I mean, maybe that's me just being a procrastinator, but...
I have so much time to set up. It's like, let's play this game. Let me open it first.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, pop
It's more exciting that way. Okay. Who else would you like to do this video? Who
else would we like to... Well, we'll pick one, and then we'll let Nick and Vic pick the other. Because I think Quapla Nerds picked two. So we'll do one, and then we'll let them pick... If they want to do more than one, they can.
Right.
So... For us, we'll pick, I think, the channel that we're friends with that we'd like to choose. I think we'll do a Legends of Nerdvana. So that'd be interesting to see their answers to their questions. So yeah, Legends of Nerdvana is who we'd like to see do this.
Tag your it.
Yeah, tag your it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you get to know us a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead and pass this over to Nick and Vic so they can continue to answer these questions. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.
Guys on the next one.
See ya. My throat.
See ya. See ya.
Nick, cut that.
See ya. Ugh. Oh, that was good. I wanted to keep that in. See ya.